What's up, everyone? Nameco here, Dustin there, talking about small forwards. Do it again. Talking about small forwards for the upcoming fantasy basketball season.
Oh boy, make sure to check out all the other tiers and rankings and get onto our website, download our draft guide / cheat sheet. It is free. Go to any of our rankings and you can click on the download link there. Check it out. We'll be updating it throughout the preseason.
All right, tier one, going to talk about obviously the one that's not so small, and that's Kevin Durant. He's 7 foot tall. I don't care what you say, Durant. You're not 6'11", you're 7 feet. But it's amazing that he's a 7-footer that's putting up these kind of stats. And last year, I really loved the blocks. 1.8. You know you're going to get your score, and you know you're going to get your threes. You know he's going to be a beast. Next, I want to talk about Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, a new home with Toronto. Apparently, he really likes it up there right now, so I think you're not going to see a disgruntled Kawhi. And I think he has a lot to prove. If you take him over a guy like PG-13, I don't think you're nuts. It's just PG just puts up a little bit more stats in terms of the points and whatnot compared to Leonard, so we haven't ranked him such. But they're pretty much interchangeable and all in tier one for a reason.
Tier 2, I'm going to talk about a guy that only averaged 2 points a game last year.
Ew!
It's because he got hurt, like, instantly. Gordon Hayward, I mean, that was rough. If you own Hayward, you're, like, so excited for opening day, and, like, it wasn't even, he scored 2 points. Like, it wasn't even, like, the
such a bad injury.
So he's back, and he should be asked to do a ton on that team. Obviously, we know what Gordon Hayward can do. He looks to be healthy. He's had plenty of time to get healthy, almost exactly a full year to be exact. We expect him to do just fine. And then Jabari Parker, another guy who was hurt last year. He came back. They eased him into it. We never really saw him get back to his normal minutes, but hopefully at this point he will be able to come back, play solid minutes, be the Jabari Parker that we know he can be, and he should be asked to do a lot on that Bulls team. I'm excited to see a healthy Parker and see what he can do.
All right, 2 young guns in tier 3. First one, Brandon Ingram. I really like Ingram's upside this year. I think playing with LeBron James is going to certainly help. I think he could be better than his 16-point average that he was a year ago. He had a combined about 9 assists and rebounds, and that's something else. Just a little tip. I love to look at the assists and rebounds, combine them together, and see what the total is when drafting. And right now, he was at about 9 last year. I think that could get up to 10. One thing I would like to see is a steal and a block a game. Right now, he was slightly under 1 for both, but I do think he can bump that up a little bit. Josh Jackson, we talked about him in Sleepers, Deep Sleepers. I don't know, some video. We really like him. After the All-Star break, he destroyed it, 18 points a game, and he looked really good doing it. Josh Jackson's definitely a guy that if you look at season-long stats, you're not thrilled with it. But again, post-All-Star break, he was sick. Make sure you're drafting him.
Tier 4, I'm going to talk about 2 guys that have been around a little while, but they've been slowly progressing and getting better and better, and that's Josh Richardson is the first guy. He's entering his 4th season. He's gotten a little bit better every year. And when you take a first quick glance at his stats, they don't look all that impressive, but almost a block a game, 1.5 steals a game, 1.5 threes a game. He has the potential of being just kind of one of those really kind of cornerstone role player guys for your fantasy squad. We like some Richardson. And then Bogdanovich for Indiana. He's entering his 5th season, and his points have gone up a little bit every single year in the league. He just keeps getting a little bit better, and you gotta love those threes. He's gonna get you about 2 a game. Not gonna do a ton else, but he'll be a solid points, 3-point guy for you.
All right, tier 5, we have almost a 20-point scorer in here, which sounds nuts, but it's TJ Warren. My love for Josh Jackson makes us bump down TJ a little bit. Plus, Ayton's there, Trevor Reeves is there. There's just less minutes to go around for him. So just note that on draft day. Some people are going to click on his name, see the 20 points, think they're getting a steal. You're probably not. And then Rudy Gay for San Antonio. Other people are going to know that name. They're going to love it. And they say, well, Kawhi Leonard's not there, so he's going to be awesome. Guess what? Kawhi Leonard wasn't there a lot of last year either. And he put up just 11 points, 5 boards, not a steal, not a block, slightly under 1. So Rudy Gay's old. Hate to say it. That means I'm getting old, but along the tooth, as they say. So just buyer beware with Rudy. He'll probably do exactly what he did last year this year.
Tier 6, talent level starts to really drop off about this point, but there's still some interesting guys.
Well, let's see who you're about to hate on.
Well,
This is
Stanley
untalented.
Johnson.
Oh, I love Stanley.
I'm just
Untalented NBA player right
That's
here.
why we have him in tiers.
Stanley Johnson, please comment below.
Stanley Johnson is a solid player.
I think you're talented.
And he's penciled in as the starting small forward out there. But, mainly what you're getting out of him is you're getting his steals, 1.5 a game, and you're getting a 3. You're not going to get much else. But a solid, decent role player you can grab late. And then Justin Jackson for the Kings, he's penciled in as the starter right now. They're saying he could play some 4 as well. So he will get a decent amount of minutes, we feel. But when you look at what he did in 22 minutes a game last year, it wasn't all that impressive, but you got to pay attention to anyone that's going to be getting minutes, and he is someone, if his game can go to the next level and improve a little bit, he could be serviceable in deeper leagues, but we're not expecting much.
Yeah, and he's been getting a little bit of hype, he's still a project. All right, talk about untalented. God, guys in Tier 7 must be garbage. So,
are you in this tier, bro?
Oh! All right, Eton Moore of the New Orleans Pelicans. And this is funny. The only reason I'm talking about him is because he's actually starting. He's not that good. I think I wrote that down. But he is starting, so as Dustin said in the last year, you have to look at guys who are getting minutes when you're in deeper leagues. I would rather have a guy like Moore that I think is going to get close to 30 minutes a game than somebody that might be coming off the bench that's a better talented basketball player that's like 22. We're in fantasy basketball. We're all about getting stats. You need minutes to get stats.
Got one guy for you in Tier 8, and that's Justice Winslow from Miami. He's had good minutes stats in the past where he's gotten a lot of a run, and he hasn't been all that good. I know he's young and he's still progressing, but it doesn't look like he's going to get a ton of minutes as the team currently sits. But there are some trade rumors around him. If he does land in a position to where they really believe in him, want to develop him, want to give him some minutes, he could be someone that has value. So in really deep leagues, high upside or mediocre upside that you can grab on your bench, it's some potential there, but I think he's going to need a trade. But we'll see.
Do you know who Justice Winslow was a few years ago? He was Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Yeah.
That's exactly who he was a few years ago. Hey, Justin Winslow is going to be in Tier 9 in a couple years. Hate to break it to you, Mr. Justice.
At least you'll still be in the league.
Hey, you'll still be in the league, or Mr. Winslow. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. You're going to be in Tier 9. All right, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Man.
Crushing people.
Brutal.
So, in deep leagues, he's going to get some minutes. The one good thing about him, or you would think, is his defensive prowess. He didn't even get half a block last year. He got under a steal. He does get you some boards out of the small forward position, which can be sometimes interesting as stat stuffer, but again, you're in Tier 9. You're just getting guys that have minutes at this point.
So that's small forwards. Like we said, get our free draft guide, print it off.
Crush people. I got fun.
I
was mocking you at first, but it's fun to crush people. Man. Should we do that more often? I think we should.
Should be nice.
Leave
comments, subscribe to our channel, leave us thumbs up.
If you liked the crushing of people, let me know. I might have to do it more. That was very enjoyable.
Man, you're getting an insight on how his head works.